legislation get followed? Did you get a letter stating that you were in default and you should call these people and get some help and work with the holder of debt? It's not happening, and it won't happen if we don't have a way in court to have laws like yours, which are really well intentioned, implemented and enforced. So I did email you before this event. My name is Darren O'Connor, and asking, can't we, for example, just overturn the portions of House Bill 06-1387 written by Castle and Stewarski foreclosure firm that take away our rights in court? Can't we do something this legislative session besides the wonderful things McCann is doing to put some teeth to the protections we have and get rid of the unfair balance that we have right now that says banks can take our homes and we get not a word in court? And
yeah,
thanks for listening.
Yeah, no problem. It's an issue when my district changed a lot. I used to have most of or half of the west side of Denver, which was just like Green Valley and some other parts of Denver, significantly hit by foreclosure. My district now is Wash Park and University Park, a little different, but still issues I fight for and really care about. And I'm surprised to hear that they're not being followed, because everything I've heard is they are. I'm going to look into that, because that does.
I mean, can we send people to you as the person who fought for that bill? Can we call on you, or?
Well, let me look into that and talk to because the public trustees are supposed to be enforcing that they're getting a certification to say that this has been, and it's not just a letter, because this was a big issue. And then it blew up and also in my face a little bit on the posting. So you couldn't just actually mail something, because what we knew was happening, that people who were starting to get into foreclosure, get behind, were, we all do. When things happen, sometimes we don't want to deal with them, so we put our heads in the sand and we just take the letter and put it in the drawer and don't want to ever look at it. And I understand that. I've done things where I'm like, I want to avoid something, and I don't want to call someone to tell them bad news. I just don't do it.
But we have, for example, go ahead.
So we made sure that they had to post it. There's been a little argument of how much they charged and what happened. That's going through the AG system right now, and he's trying to look at that, and I've helped them with information on that area. And then, homeowners, if that's not happening, homeowners should have the right to challenge that, because the law says they're supposed to do that.
Yeah.
And two, the one right now under the courts, and this is, I've talked to a lot of the both sides of the issue, say that people have the right to argue. I'm saying they have I'm saying
they don't get to, right?
There's a difference. But they are supposedly have the right to be able to challenge the holder of debt. The issue that comes in, and something that's really complicated, it gets very technical, is the holder of debt and how do you show that debt versus who's holding the note and where it moves through, and that's where it gets really complicated. And Representative Williams, I, and Representative McCann are trying to work out the right way to do this, because it's not.
Right now, though, it's very uncomplicated. A lawyer for the mortgage servicer or the bank signs a statement that says they have the right to foreclose, and where is it in the law that we have a right to challenge that? Because that's happening zero.
It's from Supreme Court rulings. So
in the state?
Yeah, state Supreme Court rulings.
Okay.
So we're working, and my hope is we can get something done this year that tries to move this ball forward to try and give some more. I mean, we saw with the master settlement that happened with all the banks and the money that came into the states, there was a lot of bad deeds that happened. And so, and there's been a lot of changes in the foreclosure laws over the last couple of years.
They're still happening. Yeah.
And so, I mean, the two things I would say. One is the number of foreclosures is down significantly. That's good. What we need to do now is, as a community and as a country and a state, look at what worked in the foreclosure laws, what didn't work in the foreclosure laws, and get them ready for the next time. Because at some point we're going to have another housing crisis, and we're going to see an increase in foreclosures.
And I know there's other people here. You're saying, though, that you're looking into that for this legislative session?
Stuff this legislative.
Thank you very much.